What are you? You're an odd feller. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, hello and welcome to LSD Dream Emulator. It's kind of an interesting game that you may have heard of before if you're into this stuff. So this is a... Okay, it's going to keep going to the demo really quickly, so I'm probably just going to get started. This is LSD Dream Emulator, a game which was released in 1998 in Japan only, I think, for the PS1. Let's go ahead and hit start. The controls are a little awkward because I am playing this on an emulator, as is required since it's a PS1 game. This was released in 1998 in Japan. It was made by, or at least it was conceived of by an artist who basically didn't really care for video games, but thought they could be more interesting as a medium for creating art. So he made this with the help of the developer. He actually used one of the developers, a designer's dream diary, as inspiration for the actual content of the game. So this game is very dreamlike, in a lot of ways, being inspired by dreams. The controls are a little awkward and slow. Yeah, I'm using the arrow keys right now, and then X is like the action button. I could probably mess around with the emulator and reconfigure that if I really wanted to. It was also a huge pain to get this to record in OBS. But I've been aware of this game for a while. I've played it a few times. Not really familiar with the ins and outs of it, but apparently you can really dig deep. It's not a traditional game. There's no objectives. You really just have to walk around and explore and see what happens. And the way that you transition between areas is you just bump into something. Yeah, you just walk into something and bump into it, and you'll be transported to a new area. And allegedly, people have done research on this, and allegedly there is some rhyme and reason to it. It's not completely random. But I guess we'll just hit some things and find out. So let's walk into this bookcase here. And now we're being transported to somewhere else. The music's doing some funky... Oh... Okay, so we lucked out. We got the Violence District right away, and this is kind of the one that's the most... this is kind of the one that's the most different from all the other ones, but I'll try and explain as I go on. So this place, most of the areas in the game are more upbeat type of dreams, or surreal, or weird. This one, while still being surreal, is a lot more dark. So here you can see we have some bodies just on the ground, some overpasses ahead. I think this is the only area where it's actually nighttime. This movement speed is very slow. I don't think there's a way to sprint. That soundtrack is doing some real weird stuff. There's actually a lot to see here in the Violence District, so I'm going to walk around. I'm wondering, and this is something that we'll talk about as we see him, I wonder if we'll get an encounter with the Gray Man. I want to see if I can find the warehouses. I know there's some warehouses here that things can happen in. No? Okay, we'll be back later. There's a good chance we'll be back here at some point in the near future, so let's just walk through that. This is going to be a really hard game to commentate on because, as you can hear, it really is a weird game. Oh, what happens if we fall in? Can we walk into this pit? Yep, and there we go, falling. And now we get this screen where, I guess it tells us, in what quadrant our dream falls. I guess what kind of dream it is. So we have static, downer. Or no, we have static, dynamic, upper, and downer. And I guess it falls on a spectrum, and we can end up on any place on that grid. Now we're on day 2. I don't think what day it is actually matters. Maybe more things are unlocked as we go on. I'm not sure, and I wouldn't even know how to test that, to be honest. Yep, we're getting a cutscene. I had actually forgotten that there were cutscenes in the game. Yeah, you'll see the letters LSD appear all throughout the game, and it actually gives, from what I remember, it actually gives, numerous conflicting answers as to what LSD actually stands for. And that was a dream, and it landed straight in the middle. So now it's day 3. Start again. As soon as the music kicks in, you're always wondering just what you're going to get. Oh, and we're back in that original area. I think there's a staircase back here. Yeah, let's go up the staircase and see what we can get to happen. There's a little bit of a hallway back there. I'm almost getting kind of a backrooms vibe from this if it weren't for the music. And you know what this is actually kind of reminding me of is that Crayola 3D Castle Creator, which I don't think I'm controlling this right now. Oh, I guess I was. This reminds me of the Crayola 3D Castle Creator, which is another really creepy game. Maybe if I can find the disc for that, I'll do a video on that. That game was kind of like Minecraft before Minecraft. Alright, let's just touch the side, because it doesn't look like there's anything here. You can, if you touch anything in this game, it'll transport you to a new area. And I can see something off in the distance. There's that pit again from before, although this whole place seems to have a little bit of a color palette change. I think pretty much any texture in the game can actually change depending on when and how you're there, what kind of dream it is. So you'll often see retextures of the same areas, but what are these? They look like horses or maybe elephants. Oh, what is that? What is that? That doesn't look like something I want to touch me. Whoa, get away. Is it going to chase me down, or is it just going to fly away? Okay, well, I guess he's gone now. I wonder what would have happened if I would have touched it. I can still hear it above me, so I don't know if it's going to grab me and try to do something. Yeah, it looks like these are like elephants. I'm actually kind of curious. Something. It looks like they're walking towards the pit. I can still hear that thing flying around above me, but I can't see it. I swear, these guys just keep continuing to run over the edge. Oh my god, they are! Well, that was worth waiting around for. I was hoping to see a... Whoa! And a giant one has just risen up out of the pit. What kind of Lovecraftian ritual have they performed here? Alright, I'm gonna go touch the last one in line while I still can. And see what that'll get me. We're back here. And there's some faces carved into the rock. And there's some incredibly annoying music. I'm gonna go see... It looks like I can go inside there, so I'm gonna go see what's over there. I don't think there's a way to run faster. Oh, there is! If I hold down Z, I can sprint. Okay, that's really useful. Alright, that's gonna save a lot of time. Alright, what happens if I run through this back room here? The real goal of this video is to get in... What is going on? I can't move. I can't control myself. Oh, now I can. Huh, it's some kind of sumo wrestling match with, like, 2D sprites. That's odd. What happens if I try to join them? Oh, it just transported me to the back of this tunnel here. Are they behind? What is that thing? Nope. No. Get away from me. Get away from me. You're weird. You're really weird. Nope. No. Oh, God. This is like Outlast. I'm just trapped in corridors with this thing that I presume wants to kill me. Oh, I guess it touched me? I guess it touched me, unless... I think dreams do just end after a while. Alright, so I guess that was a static neutral dream. What is this? And I wonder if the music correlates to what kind of dream it is, or can, like, hint at what kind of dream it's going to be. That looks sort of like some kind of throne, so I'm just going to sit on it as I deserve. What is this? This looks like some kind of, like... This looks like one of those play tables you would have, like in a kindergarten or something. This is really weird. There's this weird Beetlejuice statue thing in the middle of nowhere. This looks like some kind of weird... Oh, this is train tracks. Yeah, this is like some kind of weird demented toy box. And what is that in the distance? It looks like there's something moving in the distance over there. Toy soldiers? What happens if I touch the toy soldiers? See, that's the thing is, I don't know if it's really understood if these things are static, like... Oh, it's the Gray Man. It's the Gray Man. Alright, let's move away from the Gray Man. Oh, and this area is foggy. I don't think I've ever seen fog in this game before. Alright, he's moving slowly, though. I could easily outpace this guy. I'm actually curious. What happens if I run right into the Gray Man? What happens if the Gray Man... Oh, he just disappeared. Now, was that because I took too long, or was it because I approached him? And there's Big Ben. And there's a windmill. What a weird area. And there's... Yeah, there's just all these different monuments. There's... I believe that's Tower Bridge. Let's touch Tower Bridge and see what happens. Oh, we're back in the toy box, but now I can hear, like, some weird clanging. Oh, that's the railroad signal. So, is a train gonna come by? Alright, I'm tired of my life. Hello? It seems like the dings might be picking up in pace. Does that mean that the train will be along shortly? Come on, game, what do you want from me? I'm struggling to give commentary here. Alright, time to sprint headlong into the tunnel. Oh my god! Oh. I just got legitimately jump scared by this game. It was onto my game. Okay, but it looks like we moved on to slightly more peaceful pastures, hopefully. I wonder if there's some way to look up. See, I'm scared to... Okay, R turns me around. I'm scared to mess around with the keys too much because, you know, being an emulator, it's pretty sensitive. I'm afraid to hit the wrong thing and accidentally close out of it or crash it. What's the deal with this area? There's some flashing water right there. See, that's the thing about emulation, is that I'm never going to be sure what is just weird and what is the emulation, like, glitching out, because emulation does kind of tend to cause some graphical glitches. This is really weird. It's like a blue Silent Hill, almost. I mean, if it weren't for the music, I would actually be a lot more creeped out right now. This game does have, like, real... This game does have real, like, you know, unnerving atmosphere and scary vibes, but I feel like it's kind of diminished. Although for some people it might increase it, but for me it's kind of diminished by the music. I mean, granted, I realize this wasn't actually an attempt at a horror game. It's not actually supposed to scare you. It is more of an abstract art piece than a game. Now, let's go through the window and see what happens. Oh. Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? That was actually really creepy. I was just standing on the edge of a cliff. And then it went dark. That was kind of weird. I don't know if I touched something or if something came and touched me. Alright, well I guess let's get started with day 5. Seems we... Oh, that's different. A teddy bear in front of a TV. Okay, well let's see what this guy has to say. Are those like bloody smears on the screen? Oh, here's a new area. And an army of trumpeters heralding my arrival. See, this is more like it. This is the greeting I deserve. Oh. Well, I could have done with a little more of a greeting. Okay, there we go, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I guess it's just going to loop like that. Alright, let's move forward and see what we can see. So here's the train tracks. I think this is the same place where you can run into the train tunnel. This place is not that interesting to me. What a lot of people do when they play this is they'll just keep repeatedly running into walls until they get the place that they want. Maybe I should do that. Oh, but then again, this looks like a new place. It looks like a bar. See, I'm afraid to use sprint because it's actually... Because the controls are so sluggish, it's actually pretty easy to accidentally... No, wait, I hear those chirping birds and there's those walls. I think this is... I think this is the downstairs of the place I keep spawning at the start of every... And I backed into the wall. Yeah, I think that's the place I keep spawning at the start of every dream. I think if I go upstairs, I'll find that one hallway. And now I'm back here. Things are very blue. Oh, and now they're very... Ooh, this is a spooky dream. This right here is a spooky-ooky dream. There's like a transparent bridge. Oh no, is something going to be coming up from behind? Oh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're not going to look behind us anymore. We're going to not do that. I attempted... I should have known better than to expect a different result. Okay. In one mouth and out one mouth and in the other. Away we go. Okay, so this is the same place as before, but the sumo wrestlers aren't here. This time I'm gonna skip the platform and I'm just gonna go straight into the meat tunnel. Wow, this is really weird. This is actually reminding me of that 3D dinosaur game. 3D Dinosaur Nostalgia Gang. If any of you are in the comments, let me know. If any of you guys remember that game, where you'd have to like walk around the hallways and like shoot mosquitoes and stuff and try to save all the dinosaurs from extinction. It was actually a really spooky game. Maybe I should do a video on that, like these old 90s games that have like that unnerving atmosphere. I do still have the discs for a bunch of them, so if I can get them working on Windows 10, it might be something to try. Or maybe I'll dig up like an old XP machine. Alright, we're back here. And you're there again. Only now there's a real... I don't like that noise. I'm gonna look away. Okay, so when I look away, that noise goes away. I don't know if I want to touch you now. But not wanting to do something in a YouTube video means that I have to do it. And there is an amazing seizure-inducing abyss. I'm going to jump into it so we don't have to look at it anymore. Oh, I guess I can't jump into it. Well, I know there's an animation for falling, because I was able to fall into that pit. Okay, here we are. We're back in the Violence District. We're going to really look around now. Okay, so those are some cars. What happens if I come up here? I don't think I've ever been up here before. There's some... buoys down there. Alright, so let's cross the street. I really want to find the warehouses, because you'll usually see something interesting when you go to the warehouses. It's always worth it anytime you go to the Violence District to take a peek into the warehouses and see what has spawned. What is that off in the distance? This whole thing has that, like, desolate industrial vibe, but let's see what's in left warehouse. Oh. Looks like there's a chalk drawing and some blood. Yeah, a murder went down here. Can I touch it? No, I can just walk right over it. And door number 4. Oh, what is that? There's like some weird light anomaly on the ground. Alright, I guess let's try touching that. I don't like that. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Touch the other one. Grab the other one. Oop. Okay, I've been crushed by the roof. And now we're getting an FMV. Or is it only considered an FMV? Is an FMV any pre-rendered video in a game, or is it exclusively for when it's live-action video being shown? Play a little bit more of this and then I'll wrap it up. This was really just meant to be a fun thing. What is this? This is an area we haven't seen before. The low FOV is actually making me really nervous here. Like, I keep expecting to see something as I round the corner, and it's clear that it's loading in the new levels as I go. Like, yeah, you see that? The next level just loaded in. And I don't know if it keeps generating it, or if... I don't know if it keeps generating it, or if that's just the draw distance. Whoa. That moon is very, very close. There is definitely some tidal disturbances taking place. Is there anything around the corner? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's touch the edge of the railing closest to the moon. I want to go to the moon. What are you? You're an odd feller. Okay, I guess we're going on to a different stream now. Apparently that was a hard downer. I mean, hey, I'd probably wake up sweating too if I saw that in my dream. And some text that is in Japanese, so I can't read it. If anyone can translate what it says, I would be very grateful in the comments. And that was a true... Oh, apparently that counts as a day. Alright. This is a very weird game. There's very little structure to it. That I can see. Some people have, like, actually tried to map this game out and claim that there is some way to know how things connect, but I've never really been able to understand how that works. Alright, so we've already been up to the roof. Let's test my earlier theory that if you go downstairs, you can actually see that bar from before, which is going to be kind of difficult to do because I'm not really controlling this right now. My hands are not on the keyboard. I'm not controlling this. Okay, is it back in my control? Yeah, it kind of automatically walked down the stairs for me. New plan? What's this about? Oh, there's something on the ground there. There's like a book. It looks like a book. I'm gonna walk onto the book. Let's blue skidoo. Let's blue skidoo into whatever nightmare comes next. We certainly have blue skidooed into a nightmare. Is that thing coming closer? Huh. Alright, what do you got for me? Okay, we're back here, only now instead of a throne, there's you. This has strong boss fight vibes, but I'm gonna run this way and see what else I can see. Oh. We're in like a weird foresty type thing now. And the sky is a bleak red, as is the draw distance. This is actually one of the most uncomfortable dreams so far. This is really weird. Oh, there's that guy again. Oh no, you're not getting away that easy. No? You don't have a level transition for me? You're like one of the only things in the game that doesn't have a level transition for me. Okay, I guess I'll just beat you at your own game and get to the end first. An even bigger throne for me. Okay, I guess that's what I get for winning the race against that guy. And here we are back in the Violence District with unfitting music, I must say. Oh, is that car... is it moving? Yeah, that car is moving. I've never seen that before. A car driving through the Violence District? I've never seen that before. I'm not going to touch it because I want to take a look in these warehouses first. And, oh, there's who my cousin calls Duck Feet. That's a man with a gun. Yo, Duck Feet, what's crack-a-lackin'? My skull, apparently. Okay, apparently being shot by a man in an industrial warehouse in the middle of the night is only a slight downer. Not as much as seeing, like, a weird, like, two-faced, like, Real Monsters thing. I'm curious, what happens if you touch one of these dead bodies? Oh. So we're... oh! That scared the crap out of me. And I just played a scare chord to go along with it, so I think that was supposed to scare me. This music and this low draw distance are making me feel like I have to run. And I don't really know why. It's all just kind of panic-inducing. I'm pretty sure it's random. Oh, we're back in the middle of nowhere again. I think this was the place with the clip. Oh. Yeah, that is a very large fish. Oh. Okay, so I just went through another level transition, and now the Gray Man is back after me again. Now I just got transported anyway. Now the interesting thing about the Gray Man, right, is that he's pretty much the only thing that can appear in every dream. No matter where you are, you can end up pursued by the Gray Man, which is why there's a lot of discussion and speculation about what this guy is all about. And apparently a lot of people have actually talked about seeing him in their own dreams. Like, apparently he's a thing that people know about, so... Anyway, I appear to be stuck on some kind of black screen. So it looks like that's going to be the end of it for now. But, yeah, thanks for watching. That was just a quick little detour, just a fun little thing to take a look at. If you want to try this for yourself, I'm sure you can download... Just Google, like, LSD Dream Emulator, like ROM or ISO or whatever, and then download... I'm using EPSXE as my PS1 emulator, so you'll need a PS1 emulator to play it. And, yeah, you get all that together, and it's pretty easy to get it running for yourself. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.